think that a roast is such a smart idea when you're entertaining because it feeds a crowd, and you put it in the oven, and you can take care of so many other things at the same time. You pull it out, and ta-da, dinner is ready. And I'm going to make a prime rib roast. But I want to coat it as it slow roasts in the oven set at 300 degrees, with a Dijon mustard and horseradish rub on the outside. So just combine prepared horseradish, which is the natural with a good beef roast, and sharp and tangy Dijon mustard. Give that a quick stir. And I add a generous amount of coarse salt, as well as a generous amount of ground or cracked black pepper. And I use a fair bit of it. I like how it slowly seeps into the beef as it's roasting. Oh, this will definitely feed a crowd. I've asked my butcher to leave the bones on the prime rib. So this is actually the ribeye. If you get a steak, it's quite often called a ribeye or Delmonico. But in a roast, it's a prime rib roast, and it is tender and juicy. You can see I've got some nice marbling in there. I do like to roast the prime rib with the bone in. It helps the roast hold its shape, and I do believe it keeps all the flavors in. I just know Susan's going to love this meal. This roast makes an occasion out of dinner, especially with the mushroom sauce I have planned. Get the mustard mixture even on the sides, and as it slow cooks in the oven for a few hours, that crust will dry and set, and when I slice the beef, there'll be a little bit of this mustard mixture on every slice. And I roast it uncovered the entire time. So it really does build a crust. I'll get the potatoes ready now, but put them in the oven close to when the roast is done. That way everything's out of the oven at the same time. Just mini potatoes with a little chopped rosemary, olive oil, salt, and pepper, and I'll put them face down in my baking pan, so that way they brown very nicely. And the last thing I want to do right now to get ready for the rib is actually get the mushrooms ready for my mushroom sauce. I'm going to take advantage of the drippings in the roasting pan and make the sauce right in the pan. And I've got these gorgeous chanterelle mushrooms. Chanterelle mushrooms have a season. They usually come late summer through the fall. You can buy them fresh or frozen, usually at a specialty food store. Traditionally, you just tear the mushroom in half. Make sure it's clean, just a little dusting. If a mushroom like a chanterelle isn't available, of course, a brown cremini mushroom with a portobello, maybe a couple of shiitake mushrooms, would add that same mushroom richness to a sauce. And the last thing to get ready is to slice up a shallot, and I'll cook that with the mushrooms at the same time in the roasting pan after I've taken out the roast. And then I'll ask Michael to take a peek on the roast now and again. I have to run out on an errand to pick up some squash and a couple onions.